One of the most common questions I get asked here in the clinic is, how many hypnotherapy sessions will I need to solve my particular problem? As if there's a set number of sessions for a particular problem. Like for instance, I have a fear of flying, how many sessions will I need? The assumption is that it's the exact same amount of sessions for everybody who has a fear of flying. The answer, the real answer, is a little bit more complicated than that. Stick around till the end of this video where I'll be explaining all about that. Hi, my name is Paul Hunter, a clinical hypnotherapist here at Cork Hypnosis Clinic, where I regularly help people with emotional struggles, unwanted habits, fears, phobias, anxieties, and a host of other problems. Now, if you're curious about how many sessions it will take, then that probably means you have some problem or issue that you think hypnotherapy would be a good solution for. And that's typically anxiety, fears, phobias, bad habits like, let's say for instance, smoking, vaping, maybe weight loss problems, and maybe other unwanted habits or even sexual problems. As I said a little bit earlier, this gets a little bit complicated when you factor in that people don't just suffer from their problem or issue, they also suffer through their journey towards solving the problem. So if you're like many other people that have come to see me over the years, you've probably read books, you've probably Googled your problem, you've probably watched YouTube videos on how to fix your problem and all of that, and maybe found that nothing really worked for you. Now, maybe you haven't gone to a therapist just yet, or maybe you've gone to different types of therapy and that didn't work for you. Maybe because you've been going to the wrong type of therapy. Now, certain therapies are great for certain things. I mean, for instance, with fears and phobias, I think hypnotherapy is essentially the only therapy that works really consistently and really reliably to remove the problem. From all of those efforts to overcome the problem, maybe you just get a little bit frustrated and then start to internalize the belief that says, maybe I'm just stuck with this problem. Maybe I'm just not cut out to have the solution. Maybe I'm a failure. So problems like that are complicated. Remember, each person has a unique life history. I mean, for instance, your life history is completely different to my life history. So therefore, when you experience a problem, let's take my example of fear of flying, well, you experience it completely differently than I experience it. Let's just say you're an overthinker and I'm not. Well, how can we possibly experience fear of flying the same way? We can't, because we think differently. This is why everybody's problem or issue is completely individual to them, which means it needs individually tailored therapy to solve the problem. In many cases, a book probably won't solve your problem because it's generic. In many cases, listening to a generic hypnosis recording may not solve your particular problem. Now, it does for some people, but that's probably where their problem isn't that deeply ingrained and isn't that serious. Books and videos can certainly work for that. But when it comes to a deeply ingrained problem, a deeply individual problem, that really does need help on a one-to-one basis from a therapist. When you come to see me, I'm assessing your eye movements and body language. I'm assessing how you speak about the problem, what you believe about the problem, and more generally, what you believe about yourself as a person. This all gives me clues as to how many sessions it will need to solve your individual problem. So the answer to the question posed at the start of this video, how many hypnotherapy sessions will I need? The honest answer is, I haven't a clue. Or at least, I haven't a clue until I see you in person. Asking me over the phone, asking me by email, it's pointless because I can't tell you until I actually meet you in person. So this is why for many problems and complaints, like for instance fears and phobias and anxieties and overthinking and confidence and all of that, I offer a free initial consultation. So you come along, you spend 50 minutes to an hour here in my office just chatting with me about the problem and talking through various scenarios where you've had the problem so that I can assess your eye movements and your body language and also what you say about it, how you describe it, what words you use to describe it. All of these give me a very good idea of how long it'll take to solve the problem. Now, the great thing with hypnotherapy is it's a brief solution-focused therapy, so it shouldn't take too long. We're not talking about a year or two in therapy, we're talking probably 4 to 6 weeks for most problems. So in answer to the question posed at the very start of this video, how many hypnotherapy sessions will I need for my particular problem? The only way to find out really is book that free initial consultation. Get in contact with me. Now there are some particular issues or problems that I don't offer a free initial consultation for. Typically there would be smoking, vaping, sports improvement. There are a number of things like that I don't offer a free initial consultation for, simply because they're much more of a decision and they're typically not based on some traumatic event in the past. So they're easier to deal with. If you want information on your particular problem or issue, why not just click on the link just below this video on YouTube? That'll take you to a page on my website where you'll find more information about me and about the clinic. And you'll find ways in which to contact me to schedule that free initial consultation or to schedule that session to very quickly address that problem and hopefully get over it permanently.